Have you ever wondered if your shower ideas would be good ideas? Stay tuned.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Biz Boyz broadcast. I'm Russ, and with me as always is the Maestro Mason.
Oh, and class is in session.
Here on the Biz Boyz broadcast, we share our business experience, inform you on the business news that's going on, and do it in an entertaining way.
Yes, and in this video, we're going to try to entertain and educate you, so a twofer, with a game show I like to call Sink or Swim. So this is the second time we're doing it. I'm going to bring it back and see how it does. And the way I introduced the video, we are going to be using the business canvas model to test if your idea, well, not your ideas, but Shark Tank ideas, if they sinked or swam. Now, so you may be wondering, well, what the hell is the business canvas model? The business canvas model consists of 9 parts that puts your ideas to the test by outlining every aspect of a proper business model, from the customers to distribution channels, from cost to the revenue. Stop it, they might have not known.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is for you.
But mastering the model takes a little practice, and this guy definitely needs practice, clearly. So, introducing Sink or Swim, the segment, the game show. This is where this game show is going to introduce to you 5, count them, 5 Shark Tank proposals that you need to guess, Russ, if they sank or swam.
Swum.
Succeeded or failed using the business model. For this video, we're going to be using a simplified business model because 9 parts is far too many for this very simple.
I don't have that
game
kind
show.
Of patience.
So we're going to be using the Biz Boyz canvas model. I'm trademarking that.
Okay.
Where it's going to be focusing on value, market, partners, channels, and cost and revenue. That's okay. I said 6 there, but I meant 5. And finally, I'd like to thank our non-sponsors, Shark Tank, where I get all of these ideas from, and Gazette Review, which is the website that shows me whether these ideas have succeeded or are still running as a business, or are they not as a business
They really did all the work for them.
Really, they did. All right, moving to number 1, breathometer. Breathometer is a small, lightweight plug-in that goes into your phone's audio jack and measures the blood alcohol content of a user when blown into it. It has been claimed to be tested by clinical trials and found to be very, very accurate.
Yep.
Through an Indiegogo campaign, 4,000 units were made and sold and distributed to backers in 30 days, sold at a price of $50 per unit.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Unfortunately, I was not able to get the unit cost, so you have only the price. Currently, the product
I don't know how much it cost them to make it.
It's probably lower than the price, so you have that.
Probably lower than the price, but like $50 is expensive.
You got to work with it, Russ.
All right.
Currently, the product is only being sold via their website, so that is their only distribution channel, selling channel actually. And there are aspirations to take the breathometer to do different tests like bad breath, diabetes, because evidently, I guess you can measure that through your breath. Yep. So, did this business succeed or fail?
Well, first one's market. They've got the market for it. A lot of people drink, and I think a lot of people want to make sure they're being safe, that kind of thing. So that's a good market there. They only sold through their website.
Yes. At the time of the Shark Tank proposal.
At the time of the Shark Tank proposal, so they might have grown. I mean, if they succeeded, they would have had to grow. If they partnered with the Sharks, they might have done that. What's the other ones? Cost and revenue. $50 is pretty expensive, and I don't know what it cost to make it. If they got that many sales at the $50 mark, that bodes well. I'll say they succeeded.
They failed.
Fuck! I hate you.
So, breathometer has become available at a numerous amount of retailers immediately after the Shark Tank proposal. Okay. So you hit the nail on the head with there.
Okay.
They did expand to retailers to be very more successful, and they lowered their price to $40. Unfortunately, in 2017, an FTC inquiry found that despite breathometer's claim it sold law enforcement grade breathalyzers, a user's blood alcohol content would actually vary quite a lot because of things like ambient humidity and temperature that would fluctuate very frequently depending on the environment.
So I wonder if they're like, they must have known, right, in their testing that it had a certain amount of error. It must have just been their marketing that they weren't very truthful.
Well, because of that claim, they lost $5.1 million. because the FTC forced them to return all of that money back to the users.
Damn. But for the viewer, I guess the lesson there is don't lie.
True. Don't lie. Okay, second product, Euro Club. Have you ever been on the green, Russ, and had to pee so bad that you purposely hit the ball into the woods to go relieve yourself? I know you have. Don't even answer that. You have.
No.
Introducing the Euro Club, which is essentially a plastic golf club that you can pee into. The Euro Club holds about 18 ounces of liquid, which is more than a person.
Do I hit the ball with it after that?
Stop it. Let me finish.
Okay.
18 ounces of liquid, more than an average person pees in a single urination session. So it can actually hold more than one session, which is very convenient.
More than the average person. But
okay. Euro Club costs $25, priced at $25. And cost $8.50 to make. So they've got pretty decent profit margins. They have sold over 3,000 Euro Clubs through local television or through local infomercials on their website, being advertised by local infomercials in South Florida. This grossed them about $70K. At this point, they invested over $300,000 into the development of Euro Club.
Okay.
And they still had $12,000 in, or 12,000 units in storage of inventory.
Okay.
So,
nice.
Did it succeed or fail?
Well, golf club that you pee into, just based off of that, no. But if you look at the numbers a little closer, I mean, they had a good profit. They have some inventory. They have they have sales. I mean, based on the numbers, yes. But maybe the sales show that it has a market. But honestly, I'm gonna go with my gut and just say no. Maybe it fails.
It succeeded.
No! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so
a golf club that you pee into.
So partially because the shark that partnered with this guy, Kevin Harrington, he's the king of infomercials, and he blasted this thing out, and it got across the country. The website is still currently running and sells single clubs for still $25 and a 6-pack for $116. So there you go.
That's disgusting.
All right, moving on to number 3, Russ.
That is stupid.
Okay.
Burn it down.
Number 3, Moberry.
Moberry.
Moberry. Like, I want some Moberry.
I need some Moberry right now.
Exactly. Now, Moberry is a single single service location. Think of it like a stall with bikes attached to it and blenders on top of the bikes that the customers have to ride.
Yeah.
The customers have to ride to blend their
Shark Tank episode.
Yeah, I think we were watching it in the Las Vegas hotel.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Because we're nerds and we don't go to gambling or anything. We watch Shark Tank in Las Vegas, I guess. But what it is it's a user experience. So the user buys a smoothie priced at $6 a piece for 16 ounces. They put the blender on top of a bike, and the user pedals the bike with their hands, I guess, and it blends the smoothie for them. So it's like an interactive experience. Now,
that's nice. That sounds fun.
There was a single location would serve smoothies, 16 ounce glass for $6 a piece at the time of the Shark Tank episode. They made $70,000 that year. With $50,000, he could open up 2 more storefronts in locations in high foot traffic areas in Portland, Oregon, with the desire to stay local for the next few years. Each location would feature at least 2 blender bikes. And believe it or not, the blender bikes, which was literally just a bike frame and a blender, cost $2,000.
What?
Yeah.
I could buy a bike frame for... Is it the attachment mechanism that had the pedaling run the blender? Like...
I don't know. The sharks were, and I was flabbergasted. So, succeed or fail?
Where were they?
They were in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Is Portland by the beach? It's a port. I'm sure it is.
Probably. Don't know.
I don't know. I need to know geography better.
Yes.
It cost them quite a lot for that bike and the blender.
But it was $6 a piece for the smoothie.
$6 a piece for the smoothie.
And
was that per unit, or was that they charged?
That's the price.
The price.
The cost. The best I could do is find an average smoothie price based on ingredients, or smoothie cost, and it's about $2. And that's mostly because they were using high quality ingredients.
Yeah. They had sales. They had $70,000 in sales that year, so they didn't. Obviously, people want to sit on a bike and make some smoothies. So let's say they succeeded.
You're correct.
Oh,
Finally, you
thank
got
God.
one right. All right. Currently, Mobility is still in operation with 3 locations, so they eventually did expand to the 3 locations in Portland area. But in order to increase value to customers, it had to expand to a product line of acai bowls, which don't actually have acai. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
That don't actually blend. It was just literally a bowl they give to them. So, numero Ichi ni san yon. Numero yon.
Is that 4?
Yes.
Okay.
You have Hicon.
Hicon?
Hicon.
Not
Now,
icon. Hicon.
Hicon.
It's like icon, but lofty.
So, Hicon is an advanced connector for a hydrant.
Hydrant.
Yes.
Like
So,
a fire hydrant?
yes.
Okay.
So, the inventor Jeff Stroop. So let me talk a little bit more about the product. So essentially, it's the process of a firefighter screwing on a hose to a fire hydrant takes about 30 seconds. If you actually watch a video, it takes longer. His method actually uses more of a clamping method. So literally, it's just the fire hydrant or the firefighter puts it on the hydrant and lets it go, and that is under 2 seconds.
Nice.
So he has saved.
In an emergency situation, that's huge.
That's extremely huge. So that's essentially the product.
Okay.
Now, the inventor
Good
Jeff
product.
Stroop got purchase orders from 4 of the 11 fire departments that he had visited at the time of the Shark Tank proposal.
Okay. That's not a lot of sales in terms of numbers when you compare it to other businesses,
Yes.
but there's not a lot of fire departments.
Now, the valve, the Hicon valve, goes for $385.
Okay.
Most fire departments would have to buy an average about 35 units to support all of their firefighters and their gear and things like that. And the only real distribution channels he had was cold calls. So he literally doesn't even have a website at the time. So all he did was cold call people he knew, because the inventor was actually a former firefighter himself.
Okay.
And he had no real sales. Now, there was an unveiling during the Shark pitch where the guy unveiled a second product for consumer applications.
Wow.
The small hose. So he actually did the same idea for the hoses you screw on the sides of houses.
Yeah.
He actually did the same product for that. So essentially a consumer just, boom, puts it on the side of their house.
Okay.
Now, you may be saying, that doesn't mean a lot, but licensing. A hose company may, if they can just buy it for a certain amount and not increase the price of the hose a lot, they may be really into licensing that out.
Yeah.
That small one costs $215.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Did this succeed or fail?
I mean, it's a great product, great market, and the cost is pretty high. It's per unit, it's $300 and something per
price.
valve. Per valve, yeah. Sorry, price.
Yes.
When you tried to expand to the hose market, into like the consumer hose market, that's probably not a very good idea. I hope the Sharks convinced him that was a bad idea, and he went off on his own and focused on the fire hydrants and found a different distribution channel. I'll say he succeeded.
He failed.
No!
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately, Russ, you lose this week's segment. And
somebody needs to take that up and actually do it right, because that's a great idea.
So
it's a great product.
He failed. So the deal fell apart after the closing of the show due to Jeff and Mark Cuban, one of the Sharks, not seeing eye to eye on the product's future.
Right.
Mark Cuban wanted to license the product out to big hose manufacturers, and Jeff did not agree with that. He agreed more with direct sale.
Okay.
There is currently a website, but no way of actually purchasing the product. And one look at the social media page shows it hasn't been touched since July 2015. So this product is no longer a business at this point. I am sorry, Russ, you lose this week's segment.
That sucks.
So I kill you and I find another show host. No, I'm just kidding. Russ, where are you going? Russ! No. So this week I get to post something very embarrassing, anything, on his social media. So look out for that.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, you don't have any dignity anyway, so.
Hey, you want to go find that fire hydrant guy and buy his idea?
Shh, Russ, don't give them ideas. God. Okay. All right. This is really just for pride at this point, Russ. You really just got to get 2
Succeeded.
Right? 2 correct.
Failed. Succeeded. Failed.
Wow, really?
Failed.
Well, just
failed.
All the options.
Failed. Go ahead.
Russ, I have a business called I Want to Draw a Cat for You. Meet Steve.
Okay.
He wants to draw a cat for you. Customers give Steve a situation through his website, and Steve will provide a cat drawing for $10, of which $9.23 is profitable. These completed drawings are also featured on the website for future customers to enjoy. He could do about 1,000 drawings a week and has sold over 1,200 drawings in a year, but made only $7,000 of profit due to advertising costs.
Okay.
Succeed or failed?
Failed. He would need to hire a bunch of artists to grow it all. He failed.
Russ,
I swear to God, if you say he succeeded, there's going to be a problem. I'm going to hunt him down. Make him draw a cat for me or something.
You succeeded.
No! Holy...
So I want to hit your 2 points.
Consumers, customers, stop. Stop.
You're underestimating a gag gift's potential?
I know people have sold rocks. Yeah.
That was one of the most successful gag gift products of all time, is Tim the Pet Rock. And 2, your point about sustainability, about not being able to expand very effectively, you're not wrong. But that's why that Shark Tank investment helped them out. The initial investment of getting more people actually increased the profit margins, or the profitability of that company.
They got people to draw cats?
Yes.
That means there's a good portion of our audience right now that would pay $10 just for somebody to draw a cat and send it to them. Whoever you are, you're wrong.
Just keep doing it.
It's him.
No judgment.
It's you.
Just keep doing it.
You would do that.
Just keep doing it.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
I would do that. I absolutely would. So yes, Russ, I'm sorry, you failed this week's Sink or Swim. I have a clever idea of what I'm going to do for your social media account, and here it is. Boop.
That was super clever.
No, thank you. I'm really glad of it myself. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you kind of see the potential of the business canvas model, thinking through the ideas, even though it didn't really help us out.
Thanks.
It really is a powerful tool to help you think through your ideas.
Yeah. And so we'll see you next time. But until then, comment, like, and subscribe.
Please.
But most of all, share this video, because right now it's mostly spread between just our friend groups on Facebook. Seriously, just one person increases our audience by 50%. Please share the video if you liked it and get it out there. Thank you.
Thank you. And you have a sexy day.